The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Van Buren County Warriors Baseball, streaming online on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
From Moravia High School in Moravia, Iowa. Let's check the time so I get this right. Good morning, baseball fans, on behalf of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Once again, it's my pleasure to welcome you to another digital broadcast presentation of Van Buren County Warrior Baseball. Welcome back here to the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth from Moravia, the baseball field at Moravia High School in Moravia, Iowa, where we've got two games for you today here at the Mohawk Baseball Classic. Game one has been completed. It was a 10-0 win for Moravia, the host school, over the Albia Blue Demons. And game two on the day is going to match up the Mount Air Raiders against our very own Van Buren County Warriors. First pitch, I would say about 15 to 20 minutes away, should be sometime right around 12:15 p.m., going from morning to afternoon here in the pre-game show. Once again, today I'm alongside my partner, my cameraman and on-site producer, the incomparable one and only, Mr. A.J. Rowe. My name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play voice of Van Buren County Warrior Sports. A.J. and I, along with Ottumwa Radio, we're back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. We are more than happy and consider it a privilege to be with you on the call today here from Moravia. Hey, if you're tuned in, that's great. You already know where to find us. We're streaming live all season long right here for Warrior Baseball on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube sports channel. If you're choosing to make both of these broadcasts today part of your day on Saturday, June 20th, 2026, hey, a big thanks for doing so. You're so important to us. We couldn't do it without you. This baseball season, Van Buren County Warrior Baseball is brought to you by these proud sponsors. I'm going to go right down the list with you, as I always do here in the pregame show, and I'll give you the in-game sponsorship as we go. It's another edition 17 of the Warrior Baseball pregame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride. Countywide, they've got the pregame show sponsorship. The postgame show today, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. And check them out on Facebook for contact information. They will sponsor today's postgame show. Starting lineups, we'll get to those in a little bit. Got them entered into the book and the graphic already. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. All the inning recaps today. The Complexion Company, your full-service med spa in Batavia, providing everything from laser and aesthetic treatments, IV therapy, and much more. Follow them on Facebook to see their specials. Strikeouts by the Warrior pitchers from the mound today. Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski, your Polaris Ranger and ATV headquarters. Stop in, see Tim or Dean down there, and they'll set you up with a new Ranger or four-wheeler. Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge Cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. They'll sponsor all the innings today, 1 through 7, if necessary. The Van Buren County Hospital, simply remarkable. They will sponsor today's game time conditions, coaches and players interviews, and the postgame show. Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield. Call Darren today for your great deal on a new mattress, and don't forget he now sells area rugs too. Player of the game today in the postgame show, brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Any pitching changes in today's game, brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. Home runs hit by the Warriors today. Smithburg Automotive with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. My game recap in the postgame show, brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and the surrounding areas. And finally, first pitch today, probably about 15-20 minutes away. Brought to you by First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, your employee-owned community bank rooted in the heartland. Visit firstiowa.bank, member FDIC. If you're in the area and need some local business, please make sure that these sponsors get first chance. They're a big part of why these broadcasts can be brought to you and viewed right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports channel. We will start this pregame show, as we always do, of Warrior Baseball, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, with a 3-minute break, so you can start to hear from some of these wonderful sponsors. Once again, AJ going to spin up some ads. You'll be hearing from them all throughout the broadcast today. We'll get into all the stats and stuff I have prepared for you in the pregame show after this 3-minute break, and we are working our way towards the first pitch. So that would be starting lineups. I think they did the national anthem before the first game, so starting lineups and first pitch of boys high school varsity baseball action for you today here at the Mohawk Baseball Classic. It's game 2 on the day. The Van Buren County Warriors going to take on the Mount Ayr Raiders. Back with you in 3 minutes to continue the pregame show. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here from the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth. It's the Van Buren County Warrior Boys Baseball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride, countywide. We're in Moravia High School, Moravia, Iowa, the Mohawk Baseball Classic today on Saturday. Got some Saturday baseball for you. Warriors getting ready to play second game of the tournament, first game of the day for each team. The Mount Ayr Raiders and the Van Buren County Warriors going to go at it here in a few minutes. Let's continue the pregame show by taking a closer look at both teams into today's matchup. Let's start with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Mount Ayr Raiders. Head coach is Chris Paperno. He's assisted by Jacob Brewer and John Stren. Next action for them is the second game of tournament play here today. Depending on the win or the loss, they'll be taking on either Albia or Moravia. Moravia over Albia 10-0 in the first game of the day. They are the Mount Air Raiders in boys high school varsity baseball. 8-3 on the season is their overall record. 3-1 at home, 5-2 on the road. Have yet to play a neutral site game. They compete also in Class 1A, the Pride of Iowa Conference. Conference record for Mount Air is 6-2 in the last 5. They are 3-2. Their wins this year have come twice over East Union, Clarinda, Nottoway Valley twice, Southeast Warren, Lennox, and Wayne, while their losses have come to Winterset, Martinsdale St. Mary's, who the Warriors had on the ropes here last year. They ended up going to play for the state championship and finished second. Well, they've defeated Mount Air, and also Mount Air has split with Southeast Warren. Last time out for the Raiders was June 18th, Thursday, a 2-1 loss at Southeast Warren. Let's take a look at some leading players for Mount Air on the season. Batting average, Adler Reed leads them at .594. Drew Graham, .455. And Rowan Sackett, .441. Hits leaders for Mount Air, Adler Reed with 19, Drew Graham with 15, Rowan Sackett also with 15 hits on the season. RBI leaders for the Raiders, Drew Graham with 19, Rowan Sackett with 12, Jackson Walter has 10. Adler Reed leads him in runs scored with 20, and he also leads him in steals on the bases with 19. In the ERA department, Jackson Walter, 2.68 ERA, 15 2/3 innings pitched. Drew Graham, a 0.00 ERA in 12 2/3 innings pitched. Sackett, I think, will be on the mound today for the Raiders. Strikeout leaders, Graham has 24. There are 3 players with 2 wins each. That's Reed, Walter, and Graham to lead them in that category. Mount Air averaging 7.8 runs a game, giving up 4.3. The team batting average is .356. The team on base percentage, .463. The slugging is .525. The fielding is .897. ERA, 3.06 as a team. OPS on base plus slugging is .988, and the whip, walks plus hits per innings pitched, 1.59. That's a look at the Warriors' opponent today in game 2 of the day, game number 1 for us, the Mount Air Raiders. I don't believe there's a historical matchup between these two teams. Kind of hard to tell because we didn't know who was going to play who. It was just the 4 teams here today listed on Varsity Bound. All right, let's turn our attention to the home team on the scoreboard today, the Van Buren County Warriors. Head coach is Ron Walker, assisted by Dan Smith and Spencer Elliott. Our next action will be the second game here today, either right away next. If we lose, if we win, we'll go to the championship, have a game off, either against, if we lose, we'll be playing Albia. If we win, we'll be playing Moravia. They are the Van Buren County Warriors, boys high school varsity baseball. Overall record into today, 6-10 right now. 4-5 at home, 1-5 on the road, 1-0 in neutral site games. Warriors also in Class 1A in the state of Iowa, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for Van Buren County is 1-7. In the last 5, they are 2-3. Wins for the Warriors this year have come over Keokuk, Moravia, Hillcrest Academy, Danville, and Wapello. And last night, I'm not sure that I wrote that one in there because I didn't know when I got this ready. They also defeated Louisa Muscatine. The losses have come to Centrally, twice to Mediapolis, twice to West Burlington, Davis County, Pekin, Burlington, Notre Dame, Fort Madison, and New London. The Warriors were in action last night. That was the last time out, Friday, June 19th. They got a big 15-14 walk-off win at home over the Louisa Muscatine Falcons. Leading players for the Warriors on the season. Batting average, Creekite at .389, Reed Kite at .341, Eli McKinney at .273, Colton Kirkhart at .256. Hits leaders, Creekite with 14, Reed Kite has 15, Colton Kirkhart with 11. RBI leaders, Creekite and Kinnick Millard each with 10, while Kirkhart and Simmons have 7 apiece RBIs. Runs scored, Reed Kite leads him with 18, and Simmons with 11 steals leads him on the base pass. In the ERA department, Kinnick Millard 1.66 in 12 2/3 innings pitched. I believe that's updated into today. Creek Kite 2.56 in 13 2/3 innings pitched. Millard with 22 strikeouts leads the Warriors there. McKinney has 2 wins on the mound to lead that category. Van Buren County averaging about just under 6 runs a game at 5.9. They give up just under 9 at 8.9. Team batting average is .244. The on-base percentage .407. The slugging is .289, while there was no fielding percentage listed. The team ERA 5.27. OPS on base plus slugging .696. And the whip, walks plus hits per innings pitched, was at 1.73. Let's take a look at the updated conference standings in the Super Conference in the North Division. Pekin 11-2, 6-1. Highland 7-7, 4-1. Hillcrest Academy 7-5, 5-2. Winfield Mount Union / Columbus 6-10, 4-3. Louisa Muscatine, who I misspoke about in the postgame show last night. I said they fell to what did I say? 7-8. Well, they fell to 6-9. I got that wrong. So Louisa Muscatine 6-9 now, 4-4 after losing to the Warriors last night. So good to correct that. Wapello 2-11, 2-5. Lone Tree 1-13, 0-8. The overall record followed by the conference record. In the South Division, where the Warriors call home of the Super Conference, Mediapolis got defeated again, so they're now 11-4, 8-2, and things are tightening up at the top. Burlington Notre Dame 12-6, 8-2. Central Lee 10-4, 6-2. So there's 3 teams with 2 losses. Central Lee has a couple of less wins. One because that game with the Warriors got rained out, but that's going to be an interesting makeup here hopefully next week. West Burlington 7-6, 6-4. New London is 4-12, 2-6. Van Buren County 6-10, 1-7. And Danville 0-12, 0-9. That's the overall record, followed by the conference record. We can also take a look at, I wrote it down here, conference standings in the Pride of Iowa. Martinsdale St. Mary's 19-3, 9-0. Southwest Valley 6-4, 4-2. Mount Ayr 8-3, 6-2. They're at the tournament here today. Southeast Warren 4-9, 4-3. East Union 7-7, 4-7. Lennox 9-7, 3-4. Nottoway Valley 3-14, 1-7. And Wayne 2-9, 1-7. None of those teams are in action today other than Mount Ayr right here at the Moravia tournament. Let's take a look at other action around the Super Conference today. From the North Division, nothing. In the South, Burlington Notre Dame, they're playing 8 games this week. They've got 2 today versus Central DeWitt and Williamsburg. Those are both in Williamsburg. Central Lee is at Fort Madison. And, of course, the Warriors right here for 2. They're going to start today by taking on Mount Ayr. Then, depending on the result, we'll play Moravia if we win, Albia if we lose. Let's look at the updated stats. I think we'll sprinkle in another 3-minute break. We'll come back and take a look at the starting lineups. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball. Come on back for more on the pregame show right here on the Atemo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back here at the Moravia Varsity Baseball Classic today. Moravia High School, Moravia, Iowa. Girls softball team here today, too, in a tournament. 4 teams. Moravia, see if I can get this right, Holy Trinity Catholic and Mount Ayr as well, along with Van Buren over there at the softball diamond. So lots of Warrior folks in town today. We'll finish up the Warrior Baseball pregame show here, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. Let's take a look at today's starting lineups, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. Let's start with the visitors on the scoreboard today, the Mount Ayr Raiders. Leading off is number 1, Adler Reed. He's a junior doing the catching. Batting second is number 13, Hayes Stogdill. He's a junior shortstop. Batting third is number 4, Rowan Sackett, a senior on the mound. The cleanup man is number 24, Drew Graham, junior third baseman. Batting fifth is number 2, Jackson Walter, a junior at second base. Batting sixth is number 7, Tyler Still, a senior in left field. Batting seventh is number 17, Bryson Martin, a sophomore doing the DHing for number 10, Jerry Gilliland. He's a junior in right field. Batting eighth is number 21, Tylen Gurley, a junior in center field, and batting ninth is number 11, Avery Wolf, a junior at first base. Once again, for Mount Ayr, it's Reed, Stogdill, Sackett, Graham, Walter, Still, Martin for Gilliland, Gurley, and Wolf. All right, let's turn our attention to the starting lineup for the Van Buren County Warriors today, the home team on the scoreboard. Leading off is number 3, Reed Kite, freshman shortstop. Batting second is number 11, Eli McKinney, a senior in center field. Batting third is number 13, Creed Kite, a sophomore at third base. The cleanup man for the Warriors, number 2, Kinnick Millard, a junior second baseman. Batting fifth is number 17, Caden Simmons, a senior doing the catching. Batting sixth, number 10, Colton Kirkhart. He's a senior at first base. Batting seventh, number 1, Keegan Young, senior in right field. Batting eighth, number 14, Jackson Meek, a junior in left field. And batting ninth is number 7, Parker Boley, a sophomore doing the DHing for number 5, Hunter Stevens, a freshman who's on the mound. Once again for the Warriors, it's Reed Kite, McKinney, Creek Kite, Millard, Simmons, Kirkhart, Young, Meek, and Boley for Stevens. Those are today's starting lineups, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Let's take a look at today's pitching matchup. On the mound for the Warriors is number 5, a freshman, Hunter Stevens. Pitched in 5 games, started 4 of them, a 1-3 record without a save. 14 innings pitched, 330 total pitches, 43 official at-bats against Stevens, a .326 average. He's given up 14 hits, 17 runs, 15 of them earned. Walked 12, hit 3 batters, struck out 8, 7.50 ERA for Stevens. The pitcher for Mount Ayr today is number 4, Rowan Sackett, a senior. Pitched in 4 games without a save or a record. Or without a start, a save, or a record. Pitched 9 innings, 162 total pitches, 39 official at-bats, a 179 average. He's given up 7 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned, 9 walks, 4 hit batters, 3 strikeouts, 3.89 ERA for Rowan Sackett, and that's a look at today's pitching matchups. All right, I think we got time for maybe a 60-second break here as Hunter Stevens is just going to start his warm-up tosses. We'll come back and check game-time conditions and then have first pitch for you. Boys High School Varsity Baseball from the Mohawk Varsity Baseball Classic here in Moravia, Iowa. The Mount Ayr Raiders going to take on the Van Buren County Warriors. Back with you for first pitch after the 60-second break. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Back with you here from the Mohawk Varsity Baseball Classic in Moravia, Iowa. First pitch today brought to you by First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua. Your employee-owned community bank rooted in the heartland. Visit firstiowa.bank, member FDIC. It's Reed, Stockdale, and Sackett versus Hunter Stevens, and we are underway. First pitch is ball one, underway today at 12:13 p.m. Ball two outside. From Stevens to Reed. Reed wears number 1, batting leadoff, the junior catcher. 594 for him. Get you the game time conditions here. Brought to you by the Van Buren County Hospital. Simply remarkable. That one low and inside, and I think it hit him in the foot. He tried to skip out of the way. But Reed, leadoff man, on with a hit by pitch right away. First batter hit, obviously, by Stevens. Game time conditions, it's 78, feels like 80, sunny, 47% humidity, winds north-northwest 4 miles per hour. Up next in the 2 spot is number 13, Hayes Stockdale, junior, shortstop, 367. These are both right-handed batters. Stevens, low and inside all the way to the backstop on a wild pitch, 1-0 to Stockdale. So, on 4 pitches, he's got a hit batter, 2 balls, and a wild pitch. Not the start I don't think he was looking for. Man on second with nobody out. 1-0 to Stockdale. Reed out there at second. There he goes. Pitches a strike. Simmons going to throw down to third. Not in time. Count to Stockdale is 1-1. Reed to third on the stolen base with nobody out. And it's 1-1 to the batter. Here comes Stevens, missed badly outside, 2-1. Out of the stretch is Stevens. The pitch swung on and popped up. Shallow left field. Me coming in. Jackson will make the catch. Runner stays on the base, doesn't bluff. Thrown back into Creek Height at third. Stockdale first out of the inning on the pop fly out, I should say, to Meek and left. 1 out and 1 on now at third base. Number 4, Rowan Sackett hits third in the order. Senior on the mound. 441 for Sackett into play today. Warrior defense in the outfield, left to right, Meek, McKinney, and Young. Stevens, the first pitch. Grounded, third base, foul. 0-1. To Sackett. In the infield for the Warriors, third to first, it's Creek Height, Reed Kite, Millard, Kirkhart, Simmons behind the plate. Hunter Stevens, a freshman on the mound. On deck for Mount Air is Drew Graham. The next pitch missed for a ball. 1-1 to Sackett. Ninth pitch of the inning there for Stevens. He's ready again. That one off the outside corner for ball 2. Adler Reed still down there at third. Now with 1 out, he's got a lead off in foul territory. Stevens coming home. Missed outside again. 3-1. So an RBI opportunity there for Sackett with Reed at third with 1 out. Stevens coming home. That one lined out to right center. Going to get down into the gap. McKinney back there to get it. Around first and streaking for second. There's going to be a play, and he beats it. So Sackett with an RBI double. Score Reed on the play. It's 1-0. Mount Air here, top of the first. Top of the first. And I got a courtesy runner. 23 for the pitcher. Sackett is Manny Hyde. I believe that's what he wrote on the. That's what he wrote on here. Manny Hyde. It's a junior out there as the courtesy runner. Here's Drew Graham in the cleanup spot, number 24, junior third baseman, 455 for him. Runner at second, one out, called strike one on the first pitch from Stevens, 0-1 to Graham. So that Sackett double scores one for Mount Air to take a 1-0 lead. The next pitch is drilled down the left field line. Foul. Got a good piece of it. Hooked it. 0-2 to Graham. Courtesy runner. Manny Hyde out there at second. On deck in the 5 spot is Jackson Walter. Stevens out of the stretch with a runner at second. Batter asked for time and granted by the home plate umpire. All the innings today. Cranston Family Funeral Home will sponsor those. Stevens, the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Batter looked surprised. That's the second out of the inning. Graham caught looking. He goes down on strikes. First strikeout by Stevens. Brought to you by Slayton Polaris. Here's the 5-hole batter, number 2, Jackson Walter. Junior second baseman, 333 for him. All right-handed batters here so far. 2 outs and a man on now. It's 1-0 Mount Air. That pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. So Stevens trying to make something work out there. He got a strikeout and now a strike on the outside part. Stevens, the southpaw, left-hander. Set in the stretch. And the 0-1 fouled off. Up and over us to the right. It's 0-2 to Walter. On deck is Tyler Still, number 7. Stevens 0-2, a little bit high. Good waste by the pitcher, 1-2 now with 2 out. Runner at second. Mount Air has tallied once on a hit here. Deleted 1-0, top of the first. Stevens, that 1-2, too far outside. Watched the ball, did Walter. It's 2-2. Two and two with 2 out. Runner at second. Warriors trying to get out of it with just allowing the 1 run. Stevens, the pitch. High and outside. Simmons out of his crouch to catch that one. Full count now, 3-2. Runner has his lead at second. That's and he walked him. Courtesy runner Hyde out there. Walter draws a base on ball. First and second now with 2 out. First walk issued by Stevens. That brings up 6th in the order. Number 7, Tyler Still, the senior left fielder. 324 for him. First and second with 2 out. Stevens coming home. Missed low and outside. 1-0 to Still. The DH Martin is on deck. There goes the runner from third and second, popped up on the infield. Kirkhart drifting back onto the grass. Colton will make the catch. Tyler Still, the third out of the inning on the pop out to Kirkhart at first. It'll be 7, 8, 9. Martin, Gurley, and Wolf for Mount Air when they bat in the top of the second. 23 pitches for Stevens to get the Warriors through the first inning. Mount Air a run on a hit. There were no Warrior errors. They end up leaving 2 on base. So we played a half an inning. It's Mount Air 1, Van Buren County coming to the plate for the first time when we come back from a 60-second break. It'll be Reed Kite, Eli McKitty, and Creek Kite, the 3 due up for the Warriors. Back with you for more Warrior Baseball after 60 seconds right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Summer travel season is here. Are you ready? With Pilot Grove Savings Bank's digital banking tools, you can manage your money anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, and stay connected, whether you're at home or on the road. Stop into any of our 17 locations or give your nearest branch a call and travel with confidence this summer. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Banking made easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here, the Atomo Radio broadcast booth from Moravia High School, Moravia, Iowa, the Mohawk Varsity Baseball Classic here this afternoon. Warriors trail it 1-0 after a half an inning. They're coming to the plate for the first time. Reed Kite, Eli McKinney, Creek Kite, the three due up. Reed Kite, the leadoff man, wears number 3. Freshman shortstop, 341 for him on the year. Last night he was 3 for 5 against Louisa Muscatine. Couple of singles, a double, 2 RBIs. Here comes the first pitch from Sackett. It's a called strike, 0-1 to Reed Kite. To finish up that line on Reed Kite from last night, 2 singles, a double, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. He reached on an error. In there from the right side with that bright pink bat, that one high and in. Brushed him back a little bit for a ball, 1-1. Rowan Sackett, a right-hander, a senior, and the pitch. Called on the inner half for a strike. 1-2. Sackett working out of the stretch, the 1-2. Swung on, popped up over second baseman back, and makes a nice catch running backward with his glove hand, left hand, of course. That is Walter there. Reed Kite, the first out of the inning. On the fly out to shallow right center that the second baseman makes the play. So one out, nobody on for the Warriors, for the second man in the order, number 11, Eli McKinney, senior, third center fielder. McKinney, 273 into play today, 2 for 3 last night. Takes ball 1 low and inside from Sackett. McKinney had 2 singles, 2 walks, 2 RBIs, a run scored last night against L&M. 15-14 Warrior win. Sackett coming back to him. A soft bouncer to first. A couple of hops, gloved by the first baseman. Wolf over there. He'll take it 3 unassisted to retire McKinney's second out of the inning. Up next, third spot in the order, number 13, Cree Kite. Sophomore third baseman. 389 for Cree into play today. He was 1 for 3 with a single. Hit by a pitch twice, 2 RBIs, a run scored last night in that win over the Falcons. The pitch, high and inside, and he looked at a ball, 1-0. 7 pitches so far for Sackett. He's got 2 outs with nobody on for the Warriors here in the bottom half of the first. They trail it 1-0. Coming back is Sackett, low and outside, 2-0 to Creek Kite. Mount Air defense, still Gurley and Gilliland in the outfield. Graham, Stogdill, Walter, Wolf around the infield, third to first. Reed behind the plate. Sackett coming back to Creek Kite. Swung on, fouled off down the right field line. Strike 1, 2-1. On deck for the Warriors would be the cleanup man, Kinnick Millard. I don't see him out of the dugout, though. Oh, let's see. No, he's not over there either. The pitch. Swung through by Cree Kite, maybe a little bit outside and high. And count even now at 2-2 with 2 out. Nobody on. 1-zip Mount Air, bottom of the first. Sackett, the 2-2. Fouled off right side, out of play. We'll do it again. That was the 11th pitch for Sackett here so far, bottom of the first. He's ready, and another 2-2. That one, grounded to short. Gobbled up, thrown to first. That is Stogdill to Wolf. Cree Kite is the third out of the inning on a 6-3 putout. Warriors go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. When they bat in the bottom of the second, 4, 5, and 6, Millard, Simmons, and Kirkhart. The 3 due up, 12 pitches for Sackett to get Mount Air through the first. Mount Air coming to the plate in the top of the second. When we come back from a 60-second break, 7, 8, and 9 for them. The DH Martin, Gurley, and Wolf, the 3 due up. We've played an inning. It's 1-0 Mount Air. Coming back for more Warrior Baseball after 60 seconds right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap!
Back with you here, the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth from the Moravia High School, Moravia, Iowa. Mohawk Baseball Classic. Leading off for Mount Air in the 7th spot is the DH. Number 17, Bryson Martin, the sophomore. Batting for number 10, Jerry Gilliland, a junior who plays right field. Martin batting .600. Takes ball 1 from Stevens outside. It had, not sure, it's 1-0 the count. Not sure on the number of at-bats for him. I'd have to look that up in the stats. Could be limited at bat. .600, a pretty gaudy average. The next pitch across and through the zone for strike 1. 1-1. Try to look that up. See how many at bats he's got. Swing and a miss. On the next pitch, let's see. Bryson Martin. Yeah, he only has 5 at bats on the year. And caught looking is the DH, Bryson Martin. First out of the inning. That strikeout is Stevens' second, brought to you by Slayton Polaris. 1 out, nobody on. For the 8th man in the order, number 21, Tylen Gurley, junior center fielder. 214 for him. Big, tall, lanky righty, sends one out to left. I want to get down in front of Jackson Meek. He's got it on a bounce, throws it back into the cutoff man, Reed Kite, and Gurley has a 1-out single and a 1-out base runner for Mount Air. Second hit of the day for the Raiders. Second one given up by Stevens. That'll bring up the number 9 spot. Wearing number 11 is Avery Wolf, junior first baseman, 240. Right-handed batter. The pitch swung on. Hit out to Meek. He makes the play in left. Runner having to retreat. They're going to try to double him off with high throw to Kirkhart. Couldn't quite make the play. Good attempt by the Warrior defense as the runner was almost to second. I don't know if he had to retouch and turn around or not, but he makes it back to first safely. Avery Wolf, the second out of the inning on the fly out to Meek in left. So now 2 out runner at first for Adler Reed. Top of the order. Lineup turns over. He was hit by a pitch, scored the first run. Number 1, Adler Reed, the junior catcher, 594. Another right-handed batter with runner at first and 2 out. He'll swing on the first pitch and send a high, towering fly to left, foul territory. Meek over there, and Jackson makes the play. I was blocked from it, but he made the catch over there, and on one pitch, Adler Reed is the 3rd out of the inning, and the fly out to Meek in left in foul territory. So, nothing across. On a hit, no errors. They leave 1 on 7 pitches only for Stevens to get the Warriors through the second. 30-game total now. And we played an inning and a half, and the score remains Mount Air 1, Van Buren County nothing. Warriors coming to the plate when we return from a 60-second break. For Mount Air, when they bat in the 3rd, 2-3-4, Stogdill, Sackett, and Graham. For the Warriors coming up in the bottom of the second, it's 4-5-6, Millard, Simmons, and Kirkhart. Back with you in 60 right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here from Moravia, Iowa. Kennick Millard in there, the first pitch, grounded to second from Sackett. To his left, gloved and thrown over to first. That is Walter to Wolf. Millard on one pitch, the first out of the inning, 4-3 on the putout. Millard was number 2 in the cleanup spot, the junior second baseman. He was 1 for 5, reached on an error with a double, 2 RBIs last night. But he's the first out of the inning. Here's number 17 in the 5 spot, Caden Simmons, the senior catcher. Millard, 227 coming into play today. Simmons, 114. That one bounced in there by Sackett for ball 1 to Simmons. Simmons 0 for 2, hit by a pitch twice, reached on an error, a sacrifice, an RBI, 2 runs scored against L&M in the Warrior win last night. Sackett's next offering to him is a called strike. Count even at 1-1 with 1 out and nobody on for Simmons. Sackett had 12 pitches in the first. He's got 3 more. He's up to 15. Out of the stretch, the pitch. Bounced it in there low and in. It's 2-1 to Caden. Throw back, getting away from the pitcher a little bit. The third baseman in to help out. Now we're ready to go again. The 2-1 outside. 3-1. Count to Simmons now. Warriors looking to start a 1-out rally here. Simmons with a hit or a walk. The 3-1 is a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Full count, 3-2 now. Here's the payoff. Nope, too far outside, and he walked him. Simmons draws a base on ball. 1-out base runner for the Warriors. Sackett, first walk issued today. Here's the 6th spot in the order. Number 10, Colton Kirkhart, senior first baseman. 256 for Colton on the year. He was 1 for 4 with a single, a hit by a pitch, and a run scored last night. In there from the right side, just like Simmons and Millard were. Caden has his lead. Ball 1 to Kirkhart, way outside. 1-0. Ron Walker, head coach in the third base box. Coaching box down there, flashing signs to Simmons and Kirkhart. Out of the stretch, that's how he normally works Sackett. He'll step off and check him at first. Simmons back. Couldn't really ask for a better day, AJ, to play a ball game. It's pretty nice out. The 1-0, fouled off, right side. Not sure if it stayed in play or not. Nobody could get to it, so that's strike 1. Strike 1 to Kirkhart. 1-1 with 1 out and 1 on. 1-0 Mount Air. Ones are crazy on the scoreboard. Curtin's wearing number 10, number 10 on his jersey. Here's a pitch. There goes the runner. It's a ball. The throw down. And no, it must be safe because I didn't see an out signal. Counts 2-1. Simmons steals second. Good job, Caden. Runner at second. That's the tying run out there in scoring position with 1 out. Count 2-1 to Kirkhart. Colton will look to drive him in here. Sackett will look back at Simmons. And the pitch. High. Kirkhart took ball 3. Keegan Young in the 7th spot on deck for the Warriors. A look back, fourth twice. The pitch is ball 4 low. Kirkhart draws a base on ball. First and second with one out now for the Warriors. Second walk issued by Sackett. Here is number 1, Keegan Young. Senior right fielder, 205 on the year, 1 for 4. A single, a walk, fielder's choice, RBI, 3 runs scored last night in the Warriors' win over the Falcons. Low and outside to Young, 1-0 on the first offering from Sackett. Simmons at second, Kirkhart at first with 1 out. The Warriors trail it 1-0 as we play bottom of 2. Sackett to pitch, high breaking ball, brushed him back, but it broke over the plate. Young fooled on that one. Strike 1, 1-1. The next offering from Sackett is a swing and a miss. Might have been a slight foul tip. Catcher holds on. It's 1-2 now to Young. Warriors have the tying and lead runs on base at first and second here. 1-2 the count. And the pitch. Bounced. Pitcher reached out with his bare hand, couldn't get it. Gloved by the shortstop, a step, and a throw over for a double play. That's a nice play by Stockdale as Young grounds into Kirkhart was the second out of the inning. Young the third out of the inning on the 6-3 double play. Pitcher reached out, and luckily he didn't touch it or grab it because they returned a double play behind him to get him out of trouble. So nothing across for Van Buren County. No runs on and no hits. There were no errors. They're going to end up stranding 1 on base. 16 pitches for Sackett there to get Mount Ayr through the second. He's up to a game total of 28. So we've played 2, and the score remains Mount Ayr 1, Van Buren County nothing. When the Warriors bat, bottom of the third, 8-9-1. Meek, Boley, the DH, and Kite due up for Mount Ayr when we return from the 60-second break. In the top of the third, Stockdale, Sackett, and Graham. Back with you in 60 for more Warrior Baseball right here on the Autumnal Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Autumnal Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here at the Autumnal Radio broadcast booth from the Mohawk Baseball Classic, Moravia High School, Moravia, Iowa. For the top of the third, Warriors trail it 1-0. Here's Stockdale in there for the second time. He's 0 for 1. On the day, a fly out to left. Takes ball 1 from Stevens. Stevens starts the inning with 30. Game total pitches now 31. 2 spot in the order is number 13, Hayes Stockdale, the junior shortstop. He had the start of that 6-3 double play there to get him out of the bottom of the second. Outside on the pitch from Stevens, 2-0. Stockdale on the year, 367. Right-handed batter, Rowan Sackett on deck. Stevens, the pitch through there, strike 1, 2-1 now. So the Warriors had something brewing there, first and second with 1 out, but ground into that double play. That pitch swung on and lined. Millard can't make the catch behind second. He'll throw over, not in time. Going to be an infield hit for Stockdale. Infield single. Millard couldn't quite make the catch behind second, picked it up. Or after he stopped it, picked it up and tried to throw to first and couldn't get him. Third hit given up by Stevens, and the third hit, obviously, for Mount Air. Here's Rowan Sackett. He's 1 for 1 with that RBI double. Missed on the first pitch to him. Ball 1 from Stevens. Sackett in the 3 spot in the order on the mound today, the senior, wearing number 4, 441 for the right-handed batter. Stockdale with the lead. There he goes. The pitch, a ball, the throw down. Not in time. Count is 2-0 to the batter. Stockdale steals second. Runner at second in scoring position with nobody out for Mount Air. Top of 3, they lead it 1-0. Drew Graham on deck for the Raiders. Stevens out of the stretch. There he goes again. The pitch, a strike. Simmons' throw down is not in time. 2-1 to the batter. Stockdale all the way from first to third on stolen bases on consecutive pitches. So he's at third with nobody out. 2-1 to the batter, Sackett. Stockdale was at 367. Like I said, Sackett at 441. The pitch bounced in there low and in. Good stop by Simmons to save a run. It's 3-1. The count to Rowan Sackett. That pitch line to left through the infield. Going to be an RBI single by Sackett. He's got a couple of hits and a couple of RBIs on the day. Scores Stockdale from third. It's 2-0 Mount Air. Manny Hyde, 23, courtesy running for Sackett. Again, the pitcher. So here in the top of the third, Sackett single scores 1 to make it 2-0 Mount Air. Here's Drew Graham, number 24, the cleanup man. The junior takes a called strike, playing third base. 0-1 the count to him. He's 0 for 1 on the day, got caught looking. 455 for Graham. On deck is Jackson Walter. Courtesy runner Hyde at first with a lead. Stevens, the pitch. There goes the runner, pitches a ball. Throw down, safe. Hyde steals second base. So another runner in scoring position with nobody out. The count is 1-1 to Graham. Stevens a look back there. He's coming home. Line to center. McKinney in. He'll make the catch on a line out by Graham. He hit that one well. He's kind of frustrated. That's baseball sometimes, though. He's the first out of the inning on a line out to McKinney in center. Graham 0 for 2 on the day out of that cleanup spot. Makes an out there with a runner in scoring position. That's the courtesy runner Hyde still out there at second. Here is Jackson Walter in the 5 spot, number 2. Junior second baseman, 333 for him. Second plate appearance, he's drawn a walk in his first. Inside, Stevens missed, 1-0 to Walter. Tyler still on deck for the Raiders. They lead it 2-0 here. Top of 3, 1 out, a runner at second. Hunter Stevens, the pitch. That one drilled to left. Meek back. He's there and he dropped it. Jackson hit right at him. He can't believe that he did that. So Walter reaches on the E7. First error of the day for the Warriors. First and second now with 1 out. They've tallied 1 on 2 hits in an error here in the inning for Tyler Still. He's 0 for 1 on the day. There go the runners. Simmons will throw to third. Not in time. Popped away from Kite. Pitch was a strike to Still, 0-1. So send him to second and third on stolen bases here. Tyler Still in the 6 spot, number 7, the senior left fielder, 324 for him. D.H. Martin on deck. Second and third, both in scoring position with 1 out. Stevens coming home. That one's low and outside. Count 1-1 with 1 out and 2 on here for Mount Air, leading it 2-0 in the top of the third. Warriors need a strikeout or a pop-up somewhere. The pitch, too far outside, ball 2. 2-1. Stevens the pitch. Fouled off right side. Stays in the cage here. Count even at 2-2 now. 18th pitch of the inning for Stevens. He's up to 48 game total. Runners at second and third have their leads. The pitch. Line to right center. In. Oh, and that one is dropped. Man, the Warrior outfield right now letting them down. Run will score. I don't believe an RBI on that, though. Still reaches on an E9. Second run of the inning. Third for Mount Air. Score Hyde on the play. Runner moves from second to third, and the batter at first. So still fly out with an E9. There goes the runner from first. They'll throw back to third. Not in time. Creek Height not even on the base. Pitch was a ball to DH Martin. 1-0. Move still to second on a stolen base. Still 0 for 2. This is Martin. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout to DH. Number 17 in the 7th spot is sophomore. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Martin, 600 in limited at-bats coming into today. It's 3-0 Mount Air. Runners at second and third. Still just 1 out. That pitch is outside. A ball from Stevens. 2-1. 22nd pitch of the inning. He should be out of this inning with those fly balls caught in the outfield. Everything now after this is going to be unearned. Called strike outside corner. 2-2. Tylen Gurley on deck. Stevens would love a strikeout here. The 2-2. Too far outside. He didn't offer. It's full. 3-2 now. A fly ball dropped by Meek in left and Young in right. Should have had the Warriors out of this inning. Instead, Stevens still on the mound doing work. The 3-2 popped up on the infield. Kirkhart back a few. Colton's under it and squeezes it. Runners stay put. There's a big out. Number 2 in the inning. Bryson Martin, the DH, pops out to Kirkhart at first. So now there's 2 outs with 2 on. They've tallied twice on 2 hits and 2 errors here so far in the top of the third. This is number 21, Tylen Gurley, the junior center fielder in the 8th spot, 214 for him. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a single. The pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss, a beauty from Stevens. 0-1. Number 9 hitter, Wolf, in the order on deck for Mount Air. Next pitch is too far outside from Stevens to Gurley. 1-1. Here comes a 1-1 from Stevens. He missed again on outside. 2-1. 28th pitch there in the inning, a lengthy inning. He's up to 58 game total. And the 2-1 is a swing and a miss. You got him to go fishing for 1 down low and outside. Count even at 2-2 with 2 out. There's 2 on. 2's wild on the scoreboard. Mount Air leads it though 3-0 where it counts. 3-0 on 4 hits. Warriors nothing on no hits, no runs. That one grounded weakly to Millard. He's going to glove it and shuffle it over to Kirkhart in time to retire Gurley, who's 1 for 2 on the day. He's the 3rd out of the inning on the 4-3 putout when Mount Air bats. Top of the 4th, 9-1-2 due up for them. That's Wolf, Reed, and Stogdale. They get 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and up, leaving a couple on base. 30 pitches for Stevens to get the Warriors through. He had as many pitches in that inning as he had in the first two. He's up to a game total of 60, if my count is correct. So Mount Ayr leads it 3-0 now after 2.5 are complete. Warriors to the plate. When we come back from a 60-second break, bottom of the third, 8, 9, and 1. Meek, Boley, the DH, and Reed Kite, the 3-2 up for Van Buren County. You're tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Here's Jackson Meek leading off for the Warriors here, trailing at 3-0 in the bottom of the third. He's number 14 in the 8 spot. The junior left fielder takes a called strike one from Sackett, beginning work in his third inning. 0-1 to Meek. Meek was 2 for 4 with 2 singles, a walk, and RBI. 3 runs scored last night in the win over the Falcons of Louisa Muscatine. He'll tap that one down the third base line. Gloved, thrown over to first cleanly. That is Graham over to Wolf. And Jackson Meek, the first out of the inning. 5-3 recorded on the putout. Meek into play was at 242. Up next, in the number 9 spot in the order, wearing number 7, is Parker Boley. Sophomore DH, batting for pitcher Stevens. Boley 200 on the year. He did not have an at-bat last night in the game. Right-handed batter, takes one, called strike inside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. Sackett started the inning with 28 total pitches. He's got 3 more. He's up to 31. And 32 is on the way. Way too far outside to Boley. He watched the ball. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Nobody on base. Here, bottom of the third, Warriors trail it. 3-zip. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Outside, broke off the outside part of the plate there. 1-2 to Boley. He taps one foul down the first base line, touched in foul territory, foul ball. Count remains 1-2. He'll jog back and pick up his bat. Warriors will have to start a 1-out rally here. Sackett ready, the 1-2 to Boley. Swung through for a strikeout. Second out of the inning is Boley on the swinging strikeout. That is the first strikeout recorded on the day by Sackett. Top of the order now. Reed Kite, second time through. 0 for 1 on the day. A pop out to the second baseman. He wears number 3, the freshman at shortstop. 341 into action today. He takes one way, way low and outside from Sackett. Uncorked one there. 1-0 to Reed Kite. He held on to that one way too long. The 1-0 tapped. Third base line, rolling foul and touched in foul territory. Strike 1. Count 1-1. Reed Kite was all the way down to first. Good hustle. He didn't know whether it was going to roll foul or stay fair, but good hustle. He's back now. Catcher hands him his bat. Making a little adjustment in the batter's box with the dirt. A swing. Practice swing. I looked down at Ron Walker and a head coach, and I think he says get a hit. So it's 1-1. The pitch. Grounded to short. A bounce and bobbled. That's going to be an E6. Reed Kite reaches. First error of the day on Mount Air. So a 2-out base runner for the Warriors. That'll bring up in the 2 spot in the order number 11, Eli McKinney, the senior center fielder. 273 for Eli on the year, 0 for 1 on the day. Retired 3 unassisted. So Reed Kite to lead at first. Sackett out of the stretch. And his first offering to McKinney is a called strike on the inside part of the plate, 0-1 to Eli. Eli, left-handed batter. The 0-1. A little bit too far inside for ball 1 to Eli. 1-1 now. There are 2 outs in the inning. The Warriors have a 2-out base runner there, Reed Kite, after reaching on the E6. He's at first. The pitch. McKinney swung through. An offering from Sackett. 1-2 now. The count to the Warriors center fielder. McKinney backs out of there. Reed Kite back to first. Now he's in the box. Sackett to look in at his catcher, Reed. Out of the stretch, a glance, and he's set. The pitch. Chopped. Sharply foul towards the Mount Air dugout first base side. We'll do it again, 1-2. Warriors a big win last night, 15-14, senior night. Back at the Ferguson, McKinney swings through that one for a strikeout. He's the 3rd out of the inning. Second strikeout recorded by Sackett. 15 pitches to get Mount Air through the 3rd. He's up to a game total of 43. So nothing across for the Warriors. No runs, no hits. There was an error. They end up leaving 1 on base. When they bat again in the bottom of the 4th, it'll be 3-4-5, Creek Kite, Millard, and Simmons due up for Van Buren County. Mount Air coming to the plate, though, after the 60-second break for the top of the 4th, leading at 3-0. They've got 9-1-2. Wolf, Reed, and Stockdale due up. Back with you after the 60-second break for more Warrior baseball right here. You're tuned into it right on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
When you're rolling through the beautiful hills of Van Buren County, make a stop in Dowd's at Dowd's Quick Stop. Open every day. This month, try our pizza flavor of the month, Buffalo Chicken. Grab a large 1-topping pizza and 8 wings for just $19. Or try the cheeseburger meal deal. Burger, fries, and a 32-ounce drink for only $11. And don't miss the open-air cooler loaded with wraps, salads, pickle wraps, deviled eggs, and dessert. Dowd's Quick Stop. Good food, great people, right in the heart of scenic Van Buren County.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here from Moravia High School. First pitch to the leadoff batter, Avery Wolf, in the 9 spot. Where's number 11, the junior first baseman, is a ball. 1-0 to Wolf. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out to left. 240 entering play today, ball 2 from Stevens. Stevens starting the inning with 60 game total pitches. He's got 2 so far. He's up to 62. Leadoff batter Adler Reed on deck for Mount Air. That pitch swung on, popped up and over us to the right and out of play for strike 1. 2-1 to count now. Mount Air on the day, 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. They've stranded 5. The Warriors, no runs on no hits, 2 errors. They've left 2. A called strike. Count even at 2-2. Those were the totals so far. Here comes a pitch. Swung on and popped up. First base, behind first base, foul territory, and down the right field line. Keegan Young, good hustle, just out of his reach. train going by us. You might be able to hear, pick it up in the mic there. As there's train tracks back over our right shoulders. So the count's 2-2. Stevens the pitch, low and in. Full. It's 3-2 now. The Warrior defense, Meek, McKinney, Young, left to right in the outfield. Around the infield, third to first, Creekite, Reedkite, Millard, Kirkhart, Simmons behind the plate. Stevens, the pitch, grounded third base line, foul. Count remains full at 3-2. Be nice for the Warriors to get the leadoff man here. They got to find a way to get the offense going. Sackett hasn't given up any hits through 3. A couple of strikeouts and a couple of walks for the Mount Air hurler. Stevens has given up the 3 runs on the 4 hits, a walk, a couple strikeouts, wild pitch, and a hit batter. That one lined out to center. Fly ball pretty deep. McKinney got him turned around, and that's over his head all the way back up against the fence. It's hit better than I thought. Boy, he got a good piece of that one, did Avery Wolf, the number 9 hitter. He stands at second with the leadoff double here, the top of the 4th. That's the first hit of the inning. 5th hit given up by Stevens. The lineup turns over. Here comes the 3rd time through. It's the leadoff man, number 1, Adler Reed, the junior catcher, .594 for him. He is 0 for 1 on the day. With a fly out, he's also been hit by a pitch, scored a run. In there from the right side, runner with his lead at second. Low for ball 1 to Reed. 1-0 from Stevens. Adler Reed doing the catching, .594 on the season. Mount Air leads at 3-0 as we play top of the 4th with 1 on. He's on second with nobody out. The pitch reached out. He's frustrated. That was probably a ball. It was the pitcher's pitch. He swung at it. Pops out to Millard at second for out number 1 in the inning. I'd say he was over anxious there on that at bat. He's now 0 for 2 on the day with that hit by pitch, and a run scored is Adler Reed. Up next in the 2 spot in the order is number 13, Hayes Stogdill, junior shortstop. He's 1 for 2 on the day, single run scored. Back last inning, top of the 3rd. 367 for their shortstop. Right-handed batter again. Sackett is on deck. That pitch, pass ball through Simmons. What do you think, AJ? Wild pitch or pass ball? Huh? Pass ball? Okay. Ball 1 to Stogdill. Send the runner to third on a pass ball. So it's 1-0 the count to Stogdill. Wolf is now at third. There is 1 out. That one lined past Creekite at third out into left field. It's going to be an RBI single for Stogdill. Score Wolf on the play. First run in the inning on a couple of hits. It's 4-0 Mount Air here as we play top of 4. There goes the runner. Pitch is a called strike to Sackett, 0-1. Sends Stogdill down to second on a stolen base. He's in scoring position now with 1 out. Rowan Sackett on the day. 2 hits, a double, a single, 2 RBIs. He scored a run. Sackett on the season. Pitcher, 441. Breaking ball missed high and outside. Count 1-1 to him with 1 out and 1 on. That runner's at second. Stogdill out there after his RBI single. He stole second. On deck is the cleanup hitter, Graham. Stevens, a look back. Back and forth. Here he comes up. That one, a wild pitch. Simmons couldn't block it, way too far outside. Ball 2 to Sackett, 2-1 to count. Stogdill the third on a wild pitch. And second wild pitch of the day issued by Stevens. He's got 15 pitches here in the inning. He started the inning with 60. He's up to 75 game total. So his pitch count creeping up. Be interesting to see where Ron Walker goes next. If he makes a move, that pitch sent to right center. That's going to get down. Keegan Young over there to cut it off and throw it back into Millard. It's going to score the runner from third. Had to wait to see if he was going to be caught. Stogdill scores. Sackett a single and an RBI. second run of the inning. Courtesy runner number 12 there for Sackett. That is the third hit of the inning. 12 is Isaac Dugan, courtesy running for Sackett, the pitcher. In there now is Graham. Graham 0 for 2 on the day. He swings on that first pitch, sends it foul down the left field line. Out of play. 0-1 the count to Graham. Like I said, he's 0 for 2 on the day. Graham, the third baseman, 455. So they've scored twice in the inning on 3 hits so far. It's 5-0. Mount Air. Check him at first. He's back. That last run scoring on the Sackett single was an RBI to make it 5-0. Now I think I'm caught up in the book. 78th pitch from Stevens. He'll be on the way on an 0-1 count to Graham. Grounded. Fair down the third base line past Kite. Runner around second to third. Here comes the throw. Kite couldn't handle it. Goes all the way down. Runner will take second. It'll be a single by Graham. He'll go to second on the throw to third that got by. On the throw to third. Not really sure if you issue an error there or not. Give the runner another base, or would he went on the throw anyway? Probably would have went anyway. So the fourth hit in the inning. 8th given up. Second and third with 1 out. Mount Air leads at 5-0 for Jackson Walter. He takes a ball low and outside. 1-0. He's in the 5 spot in the order. Where's number 2, Jackson Walter, the junior second baseman. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Reached on an error. Also drawn a walk. 3:33 into play today. Tyler's still on deck for the Raiders. Stevens the pitch. Swung on. Over second base. Out into shallow right center. Millard back. He tried to make a tough catch and couldn't. It's going to fall for a hit. Everybody going to move up. A run will score. Score courtesy runner Dugan. Move Graham all the way over to third. Walter to first on the RBI single. So the third run in the inning on the 5th hit. 9th hit given up overall. Mount Air leads it 6-0 on the Walter single, which scores 1, and we've got a timeout. That's the 20th pitch of the inning, the 80th of the day for Hunter Stevens. So Mount Air has opened it up here. It's 6-0 here as we play top of the 4th. They've scored 3 on 5 hits. Last inning, it was the defense that let Stevens down with those 2 fly balls that should have been caught. These have just been clean hits, and Hunter Stevens going to come out of the game after those 80 game total pitches. So he ends up going, let's see, where are we at? Top of the 4th with 1 out. So Stevens goes 3 1/3. The runners at first and second, his responsibility. He gives up the 6 runs on 9 hits. Walked 1, struck out 2. 2 wild pitches, a hit batter. That's the line for Stevens. He's responsible for runners at first and second. Entering the game to pitch is number 19, Finnegan Smith. Pitching change. First batter he's going to face is Tyler Still in the 6th spot. Pitching changes in this game are brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. We can try to set up for you the Warriors' new pitcher here. I think he's pitched this year. He has. Number 19, Finnegan Smith, a freshman, pitched in 1 game. He started at an 0-1 record without a save, 2 innings pitched, 47 total pitches, 15 at-bats against him, 400 average. He's given up 6 hits, 10 6 hits, 10 runs, 6 of those earned, 3 walks, no hit batters, a strikeout, 21.00 ERA for the Warriors' new pitcher, Finnegan Smith. So Mount Air has tallied 3 runs on 5 hits here so far in the inning. I didn't issue an error on that throw to third there that got through Creek Height and almost all the way to home. Caden Simmons backing up the play. I think the runner would have went from first to second anyway when he was a single and went to second on that throw to third. So I did not issue an error there for the Warriors this inning. So I guess this just tells you where the Warriors are at with their pitching this week. Freshman started on the mound, and now a freshman in relief. In a tough spot here. Runners are at first and third with 1 out. And Tyler's still in there. Smith out of the stretch. He'll step off and look the runner back to first. Still on the day, 0 for 2. Reached on an error. Stranded on the bases in the third. Popped out to Kirkhart in the first. 324 for him, the right-handed batter. Now Finnegan Smith will throw to first. Back safely is the runner. So Graham at third, Walter at first. Those runners are Hunter Stevens' responsibility in the book. Smith, there goes a runner from first. The pitch is in there for a strike. Simmons will look at third, not throw it. 0-1 the count to Still. Send Walter to second on a stolen base. Runners at second and third now scoring position with 1 out for Mount Air, who scored 3 times on 5 hits already in the inning. 0-1 to the batter Still. Will Finnegan Smith go to the windup? No, he's still pitching out of the stretch with runners at second and third to look back at second. That runner's not going anywhere. And the pitch is low and outside. I wouldn't be checking the runner at second. There's a runner at third. I find that kind of strange. It's 1-1. What are you looking at that guy for? Look at the runner at third. You staring right at him with being a righty out of the stretch. That pitch swung on and grounded to Millard at second. Kinnick will glove, no play anywhere else but to throw him out at first. Ground out will score a run. Still the second out of the inning on the 4-3 putout, give him an RBI. Walter moves to third. Score Drew Graham on the play. 4th run of the inning. It's 7-0 Mount Air on that Still RBI ground out. In there now is the DH. Bryson, he'll swing on that first pitch and even get it out into center. McKinney in and over to his left a little bit, and Eli squeezes it on one pitch. Bryson Martin, the 3rd out of the inning on the fly out to McKinney in center. Martin now is 0 for 3 as the DH on the day, but Mount Air gets 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors by the Warriors. They end up stranding 1 on base. 4 pitches, I believe, for Smith to get the Warriors out of trouble and through the 4th inning, the top of the 4th. We've played 3.5. Mount Air leads it 7-0. When they bat again in the top of the 5th, it'll be 8-9-1 for them. Gurley, Wolf, in the top of the order, Reed. But first, the Warriors coming to the plate in the bottom of the 4th. When we return from a 60-second break, it'll be 3-4-5. Creek Height, Millard, and Simmons, the 3-2 up for Van Buren County, looking for some runs, trailing at 7-0. Looks like number 4, Sackett, back on the mound for Mount Air. So come on back with us after 60 right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Alrighty, we are back with you here for the bottom of the 4th. Creek Height leading off for the Warriors. First pitch is bounced to second. Gloved on a short hop. Lots of time to throw over. Creek Kite on one pitch, first out of the inning, 4-3 on the putout. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Cree was number 13, the sophomore third baseman, came into today at 389, Warriors leading average hitter. Up next with one out and nobody on is number 2, Kinnick Millard, cleanup man, junior second baseman, 227 for Millard. Into today, he's 0 for 1 with a ground out to second base. His counterpart, Walter there, who just made the first play on the day. Millard, right-handed batter, just like Cree Kite was. Sackett bounced one in there. Low and outside for ball 1 to Millard. Warriors need a spark. They trail at 7-zip as we play here in the bottom of the fourth. Nobody on and one out. 1-0 to Millard. The pitch is through the zone. Bottom outside part of the strike zone, I believe. Looked like. Maybe it was a breaking ball. I didn't get a great look at it. It's 1-1. Sackett coming. Millard bounces one again to Walter. Gloved on a couple bounces, and he makes the first 2 putouts easily in the bottom of the fourth. Another 4-3 putout, second out of the inning. Millard now 0 for 2. That's going to bring up in the 5 spot in the order number 17, Caden Simmons, senior catcher, 114 for him on the year. Second plate appearance without an official at-bat. He drew a walk, stranded on the bases. I don't think Ron Walker happy with the way the Warriors are competing in these at-bats here. First pitch coming to Simmons. Way outside for ball 1. 5th pitch of the inning, making it easy on Sackett. He started the inning with 43 game total pitches, plus the 5. He's up to 48. Pitch count in good shape. That one missed. A good fastball, missed off the outside corner, 2-0 to Caden. 2 outs and nobody on here for the Warriors in their half, the bottom half of the fourth, trailing it 7-0. Caden swings on an inside pitch, taps it foul. 2-1, left side. That was the 50th pitch there for Sackett so far in his outing. He's went 3 2/3. Simmons fouls one off right side, up and out of play. Count even 2-2 to Caden now. Dan Smith, assistant coach, down there in the first base coaching box. Head coach Ron Walker in the third base box. Still Gurley and Gilliland in the outfield. Graham, Stogdale, Walter, Wolf, third to first. That pitch swung on by Caden. And going to have himself a hit out to right field. Good job there by Caden Simmons, trying to start a 2-out rally. First hit of the day for the Warriors. A 2-out single. So a 2-out base runner. Simmons to first on that 2-out single for Colton Kirkhart. 6th spot in the order, number 10, senior first baseman, 256 for Colton. He takes a called strike one on the first offering from Sackett. Colton on the day, second plate appearance, no official at bat. He drew a walk and was part of first out of a double play. 0-1 to him. Simmons a good lead. They'll check him. He dives back in safely. Keegan Young, the on-deck hitter for the Warriors. Looking for a spark here for the offense. Sackett out of the stretch, the 0-1. Fought off by Kirkhart down the first base line, over the first baseman in foul territory, and it falls for strike 2. So I would consider Kirkhart with new life there. First baseman Wolf not able to get to it on kind of an emergency hack by Kirkhart. Fought it off the fists down the right field line. Over first baseman, but foul. So now 0-2 to Kirkhart with 2 outs. Simmons at first has his lead. Sackett to the plate. Skipped away from the catcher. That's going to be a pass ball. Simmons to second on that pass ball. The pitch was a ball, so it's 1-2 to Kirkhart. Simmons in scoring position now. With 2 out, looking to get the Warriors on the board. That one high and in to Colton. And he took a ball. Count even at 2. 2-2 to Kirkhart. Big right-handed batter in there for the Warriors. Trying to drive one in the gap somewhere and score Simmons with good speed at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Kirkhart down on strikes for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs for the Warriors on a hit. There were no errors, and they end up leaving 1. 14 pitches for Sackett to get him through the 4th. Game total of 53. 7. When the Warriors bat, bottom of the 5th, 7, 8, 9, Young, Meek, and the DH Boley due up. But first, after a 60-second break, Mount Air coming to the plate in the top of the 5th for 8, 9, and 1. Gurley, Wolf, and Reed, the 3 up, due up for the Raiders. We have played 4 innings. Mount Air leads at 7-0. 60-second break. Coming back for more Warrior Baseball right here. You're tuned into it on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are back with you here from the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth from Moravia, Iowa, Moravia High School, the Moravia Mohawk Baseball Classic here today. That's what I'm calling it anyway. I didn't see an email on the tournament, so I came up with my own name. I think it's fitting. We're going to start the top of the 5th. Finnegan Smith back out there for the Warriors to start work in his second inning. 4 pitches to get him out of trouble in the 4th. So he'll start a clean inning here. For Mount Air, 8th spot in the order, due out number 21, Tylen Gurley, junior center fielder. 214 for him on the day. 3rd at bat. It's 1 for 2 with a single. Breaking ball from Finnegan Smith is a good one. Strike 1 to Gurley. Avery Wolf, the 9th place hitter on deck for the Raiders of Mount Air, who lead at 7-0 here. Just underway in the top of the 5th. The pitch. Ooh, got him to go fishing after one. Maybe another good breaking ball low and outside, and he chased it. 0-2. Boy, if I had him set up like this, I can remember a situation on after I threw 2 breaking balls. I tried to hit that outside corner, maybe a little off it with a fastball here, because he's probably looking for another breaking ball, see if he can catch him looking. So let's see what Smith decides to do. Here's the pitch. Oh, did it hit him? Oh, that's not what we wanted. He tried to skip and jump out of the way of it in the right-handed batter's box. Smith left one way inside, and I think it hit him in the leg or foot somewhere. So that hurts on an 0-2 count. You put the leadoff man on. Well, I thought he would shoot the outside corner with a heater, and that wasn't the plan. So 1 on and nobody out now for number 11 in the 9-hole in the order. Avery Wolf, the junior first baseman, 240 for him. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a double, a run scored. Right-handed batter, the pitch from Smith. Swung on and bounced to 3rd. And well, that's Jackson Meek there in there now. He couldn't handle it, so that's going to be an E5. Gurley to 2nd. Wolf reaches on an E5. Meek playing 3rd now, first error of the inning. And 3rd of the day by the Warriors. Try to get some of these changes. As Meek was playing left, he's in to play 3rd now. Reed Kite still at short. Second baseman is Millard still. Kirkhart still at first. Top of the order, Adler Reed. 0 for 2. He'll swing, pop up that pitch. Meek makes the catch, and they're going to double off the runner on a bad base running play by Mount Air there. At 2nd. So, Adler Reed, first out of the inning on that line out to Meek at 3rd. And they throw back and double off the Gurley at 2nd for the 2nd out of the inning on a double play. That goes pitch, soft tapper down the first base line, glove by Kirkhart, nobody covering. The runner is caught between 2nd and 3rd now. Now he'll try to get to 3rd, the throw over there, and they get him. So Stockdale reaches on a infield hit, but then that runner Wolf caught between second and third, and he's the third out of the inning on a, well, let's see, that would be 3-5 put out the other way. So on 6 pitches, kind of a strange end to that inning after the double play. That Meek caught the line drive, then threw back and doubled off Gurley at second. I don't know who caught that, if it was Millard or Kite. I think it was probably Millard covering. So that second out in that double play went 5-4. And then on the next pitch, Stockdale, a soft tapper down the first base line. He reaches on an infield single, but the runner, Wolf, caught between second and third, tried to go to third, and the Warriors gun him down. So Mount Air, nothing across on a hit. Wasn't error by the Warriors, and they're going to end up leaving one on base. Like I said, 6 pitches for Smith to get the Warriors through that top of the 5th. Score remains 7-0 Mount Air. We'll take a 30-second break. Come on back with us for more Warrior baseball. Van Buren County has 7, 8, and 9 Young, Meek, and the DH Boley due up. You're listening to it right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Back with you here from Moravia, Iowa to start the bottom of the 5th. Keegan Young in there for the Warriors. First pitch from Sackett to him is a bouncer. Fair down the first base lines, rolling foul and going to be touched in foul territory for strike 1. Young on the day, 0 for 1, grounded into a 6-3 double play. On the season, 205 for Keegan. He started in right field, might be still out there. I didn't set that Warrior defense after the pitching change. I know Meek moved in from left to third. They might have sent Boley out to left. I don't know. We'll check that when the Warriors take the field next. 0-1 to Keegan Young. Sackett still on the mound. Low and outside. He missed 1-1. For Mount Air, when they bat again, next in the top of the 6th, it'll be 3-4-5. Sackett, Graham, and Walter due up. Warriors kept him scoreless there. Young, a tapper, rolls foul left of the plate. That was the 60th game total pitch for Sackett. Pitch count in pretty good shape as we're in the bottom of the 5th here. Count now to Keegan Young is 1-2. Jackson Meek in the on-deck circle. Warriors trail at 7-0. Leadoff batter here is Young for Van Buren County. In the bottom of the 5th, the pitch. Called strike 3. Young down on strikes. First out of the inning. Sackett gets his 4th strikeout. The next batter is 8th in the order, number 14, Jackson Meek, the junior, started in left, now playing third. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out to third. On the season, Meek 242. Sackett out of the stretch with the bases empty. Bounced one low and outside, 1-0 to Jackson. Warrior offense still looking for a spark. Meek in there from the right side, the pitch. The high outside part of the strike zone, it's called strike 1. One and one with one out, the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 now to Meek with one out. Nobody on for Van Buren County, looking to start something here with one out. Swing and a miss. Jackson Meek down, swinging on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Sackett. That's his 5th one of the day. Up next for Van Buren County is the DH in the 9th spot, number 7, Parker Boley. Might be playing the field now with that pitching change. We'll have to check and see when they take the field here in the top of the 6th. Boley on the day 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Oh, that was not a good effort there on that swing by Boley. Missed it by a long ways. It's 0-1. Pulled his head on that one. Boley 200 average coming into play today. 0-1, high on a fastball. He took a ball, one. It's even now to Boley, 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on for the Warriors. They trail at 7-zip. Bottom of the fifth. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. 1-2. 11th pitch of the inning for Sackett, 68 game total. He's ready with a 1-2, and that's a called strike 3. He strikes out the side here in the bottom of the fifth. His 6th strikeout of the day. Warriors are retired in order in the bottom of the fifth. It'll be the top of the order when they bat in the 6th. Reed Kite, Eli McKinney, and Creekite for the Warriors. 12 pitches for Sackett to get him through the 5th inning. He's got a game total of 69. So the score remains 7-0 Mount Ayr. They're coming to the plate in the top of the 6th. 3-4-5, Sackett, Graham, and Walter due up when we return from a 60-second break. Warriors trail at 7-0. Come on back for more baseball right here on the Atomo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you here to start the top of the 6th. Mount Ayr, this is Rowan Sackett in the 3 spot in the order. Takes strike 1 from Finnegan Smith, 0-1. Sackett on the day, 3 for 3, a double, 2 singles, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. He's having a big day. Where's number 4, senior, started on the mound. He's still pitching. He swings on that one, and a grounder back up the middle to McKinney in center. Sackett is 4-4-4. He was their leading, 441 average, a high average for them coming into play today. So he sends one back up the middle. He's a leadoff man on. First hit of the inning. First hit given up by Finnegan Smith. A runner at first, 1 on, nobody out for the cleanup man, number 24, Drew Graham, the junior third baseman, 455 for him. They'll check him at first. They got him picked off. Throw to Kirkhart. Now throw to second. And it was dropped by Millard, and he will scamper back to first, luckily. Oh, they had him picked off. Kirkhart's throw to Millard dropped. Let's Sackett get back to first. So Drew Graham in there. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a single, scored a run. Also a caught looking and a fly out to center. Warrior defense will try to set it. He throws to first again back safely. It's still Keegan Young in right. And McKinney in center. Cree Kite moved from third to catcher. Simmons, the catcher, went out to left. Meek from left came in to play third. And I think Finnegan Smith, the pitcher, went into the 9 spot, still being DH for. That pitch swung on. Booted by Millard on the short. Well, they'll throw. No, take that back. He recovered it in time. He stopped that one. Might have been going to cover the bag. He stopped it on the short stop side of second base, and able to throw out Drew Graham at first out of the inning, 4-3 on the putout. Move the runner to second, Sackett on the play. Here's Jackson Walter in the 5 spot, number 2, the junior second baseman. On the day, he is 1 for 2, has a single reached on an air, also drawn a walk. The pitch from Finnegan Smith off the outside of the plate for ball 1. Walter, 333. Graham was at 455. Sack at 441. Like I said, to recap, on deck is Still for Mount Air. 7-0 Raiders. 1 out and a man at second here as we play top of the 6th. Finnegan Smith out of the stretch. There goes the runner. The pitch, swing and a miss for a strike. The throw to third is past Jackson Meek. That's going to be an E2. Allowing a run to score. 1-1 the count to the batter. So Sackett steals third and then comes home on the E2 throwing error to score their 8th run of the game here in the top of the 6th. It's 8-0 Mount Air. Count to the batter 1-1. Walter, the pitch. A called strike, 1-2. So just to recap that play, Sackett was at second, steal of third, and the throw down by Kite was too far towards shortstop for Jackson Meek to handle into left field, and the run scored. Oh, almost a caught looking, just missed on a 1-2 from Smith to Walter. It's even at 2-2 now. On deck is Still for Mount Air. 2-2 with 1 out. They've tallied 1 on a hit and an error here so far in the inning. That pitch swung on, popped up on the infield. Reed Kite behind second base. He wants it, and he'll catch it. Jackson Walter is the second out of the inning on the pop out to Reed Kite behind second base. So now 2 outs. And the bases are empty for 6th spot in the order. Number 7, Tyler Still, the senior left fielder. 324 for him on the day. It's 0 for 3. Reached on an error. Takes ball 1 high. Maybe a little outside as well. 1-0 to Still. When he reached on that error, he was stranded on the bases. That was in the 3rd. On deck, the DH, number 17, Bryson Martin. That pitch, inside strike. 1-1. Count even to Tyler Still. Smith with 10 pitches here in the inning. Game total of 20. Doing a decent job in relief. Low and outside on that one. Ball 2. Not an easy spot to come into for Finnegan Smith. But 4 pitches. He got him out of trouble in the 4th. Just a 6-pitch inning last inning. And 11 so far here. He has given up a run. But it was aided by an error. Pitches inside. Ball 3. Out of the stretch, the 3-1 is low and outside for ball 4. 2-out walk to Still. First walk issued by Smith. Second walk issued by Warrior pitching today. So a 2-out base runner at first for the Raiders. They lead at 8-0 here. Top of the 6th. Warriors got work to do from the plate. Here's the DH, number 17, Bryson Martin, the sophomore. In there from the right side. He's 0 for 3 on the day. They'll check him at first. That's a bad throw. Gets by Kirkhart. On the check of first, the pickoff attempt. Runner will go to second. That's going to be an E1. Second error of the inning. Martin, a caught looking. Pop out to first and a fly out to center for his 0 for 3. He's the DH and limited at bats. He was batting .600 coming into play today, but that average was blown up because only 5 at bats coming into play. Runner at second with 2 out now. The count, or it's a swing and a miss. First pitch to Martin is a strike, 0-1. On deck is number 21, Tylen Gurley. Smith, check the runner at second. A long pause. Look at him again, and he'll step off and throw. Millard had to go to his left from second to catch that one and save it from going into right center. Runner back safely. That's Tyler Still out there at second base after reaching on a walk. Going to second on an E1. He's out there with 2 outs. The pitch Breaking ball low and in. Count 1-1 to Martin, the batter, who's the designated hitter. Batting for number 10 in the 7th spot, Jerry Gilliland, who's a junior playing right field. Smith is ready. A check is second. He'll lift the left leg and deliver. Tapper to Reed Kite at short. He's going to wind up and gun it to Kirkhart, and the runner beat it. Here comes the runner from third home. Nobody covering as Cree Kite. That's the pitcher's job. Finnegan Smith got to get there and cover it. Cree Kite was running down the line to back up first. Pitcher got to cover home. Warriors miss a coverage there. So it's an infield single with an RBI for Martin. Coming around to score is still on the play. So another run and a hit here in the inning. And second run of the inning on that Martin infield hit. We'll check him at first. He's back safely. Score is 9-0 now, Mount Ayr. Runner has his lead at first. That's Martin. Gurley in there. Inside. Ball 1. 1-0 to Gurley. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single. It's also hit by a pitch. Was part of a double play on the bases. There goes the runner, the 1-0. Ball 2, no throw. Martin down to second on a stolen base. He's in scoring position now with 2 out. The count to the batter is 2-0. Mount Ayr has 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors by the Warriors in the inning. There's still a runner out there at second in scoring position. The pitch is a strike on the outer half to make it 2-1 to Gurley. He's the center fielder, 214 average into today. The number 9 hitter, Avery Wolf, on deck for Mount Ayr. A 2-1 pitch from Smith out of the stretch is coming. When he's ready, here it is. Bounced it in there. 3-1 the count now on the 20th pitch of the inning. He's up to a game total of 30. Warrior defense, Simmons in left, McKinney in center, Young in right. Meek at third, Reed Kite at short, Millard at second, Kirkhart at first. Cree Kite behind the plate, a square to bunt here on a 3-1. Pulls the bat back. And the pitch is strike 2 looking. Full count now, 3-2. Haven't had all that many full counts today. Mount Ayr pretty aggressive. Warriors a strike away from getting out of here. Just the 2 runs allowed. It's 9-0 Mount Ayr as we play. Top of 6. That's the 10-run rule. Warriors would get to bat, though. Out there at second. Bounced it in there for ball 4. Gurley draws a walk. First and second with 2 out now. Second walk issued by Finnegan Smith. Let me check that just to make sure. Yeah. 2 walks both in this inning. Up next in the 9th spot in the order is number 11, Avery Wolf, junior first baseman on the day. He is 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Also reached on an error. 240 average for him coming into play today. Top of the order, Adler Reed next for Mount Ayr. First and second. 2 out to pitch a breaking ball is a called strike. And he's batter Wolf shaking his head and agreeing with that one. That was a good pitch from Smith. 0-1. He's ready again. There goes a runner from second. Swing and a miss. Runners both no throw from Cree Kite. They're both going to advance. Count 0-2 to the batter. Just get him out. And don't worry about the runners now at second and third. It's Martin, the DH, at third. Gurley at second. They're both in scoring position with 2 out. Mount Ayr has already scored twice here on 2 hits and 2 errors in the inning to lead at 9-0. Smith to the batter, low and outside. Didn't get him to go fishing for that one. It's 1-2. The 25th pitch of the inning, 35 game total now for Finnegan Smith. Like I said, get out of this right here. That would be good because the top of the order is waiting. Here's the 1-2. Tapper foul, third base side. We'll do it again from 1 and 2. It's been a busy side on the Mount Air scorebook here. Warriors need to create some messes for me on their side when they bat next. They trail it by 9-0. 2 outs and 2 on here. The top of the 6th and the pitch is high. Count even at 2-2 now to Avery Wolf. Runners at second and third. RBI opportunity for him. Warriors looking to not let that happen here. Pitch number 28 of the inning is coming, and he got him swinging. Swing and a miss. Wolf down on strikes for the third out of the inning. Top of the order due up. Reed, Stockdill, and Sackett for Mount Air when they bat in the top of the 7th. But they get 2 runs on 2 hits. There were 2 errors by the Warriors, and they end up leaving 2 on base. They've stranded 9 now. 28 pitches for Smith to get the Warriors through the 6th. He's got a game total of 38. So now the score after 5.5 are complete. 9-0 Mount Air. Warriors to the plate when we return from a 60-second break. They've got the top of the order coming up. Reed Kite, Eli McKinney, and Cree Kite looking for some runs. Come on back with us for more Warrior Baseball. You're tuned into it right here on the Atemo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Once again, we're back with you here from Moravia, Iowa. Moravia High School, the Mohawk Baseball Classic, Game 2 of the day. Albia was defeated by Moravia 10-0 in Game 1. That first pitch to Reed Kite swung on, fly down the right field line into foul territory. And it's just strike one as nobody could get to it. 0-1 to Reed Kite. Leadoff man here for the Warriors in the top of the 6th. He's the leadoff man in the order as well. He's number 3, a freshman shortstop on the day. 0 for 2, reached on an error. Reed Kite into play today was .341. Sackett, still on the mound. That was his 70th game total pitch. He's working on a strikeout streak. He's got 4 strikeouts in a row, 6 total. He's given up no runs on a hit, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts on those 70 game total pitches. 0-1 to Reed Kite, the pitch. Off the outside for a ball. One and one, the count to Reed Kite. That one swung on and hit foul on a bounce to the Mount Air dugout. Emergency swing. 1-2. First batter here for the Warriors. On the top of the 6th, they trail at 9-0 to Mount Air. The Raiders with the lead. Here comes a 1-2. Held up. Breaking ball low and outside, I believe. Ball 2. Count even 2-2 now. Warriors need to start a rally, preferably with nobody out. They got work to do, trailing it by 9 here in the bottom of the 6th. It's getting late. High on a fastball, still popping that glove, is Sackett. Full count to Reed Kite, 3-2, a payoff pitch coming. Their defense, still Gurley and Gilliland in the outfield left to right. Will set the infield after the payoff. And Reed Kite watched a called third strike. He threw his bat to the dugout, thought he had walked, but home plate umpire says no. So that's 5 straight strikeouts for Sackett. Kite Reed, the first out of the inning. 7th strikeout by Sackett. So 1 out now and nobody on for Eli McKinney, number 11. 2 spot in the order, senior center fielder. On the day, he's 0 for 2 on the season, 273. Sackett's first pitch to McKinney. Oh, it was inside. He backed up out of the way. 1-0 to McKinney. In the infield, third to first for Mount Air, it's still Graham, Stogdill, Walter, and Wolf. Reed behind the plate. Sackett, 76 pitches. He's still on the mound. Works out of the stretch, the 1-0. McKinney fouls it off towards the Warrior dugout, third base side. Count 1-1 now to him. 1-1 with 1 out and nobody on. As we play bottom of the 6th, Warriors trail at 9-0 to Mount Air. The 1-1. A little bit high outside to McKinney. 2-1 now. Sackett ready. He'll wind and deal. Called on the outside part of the plate for a strike, 2-2. Two and two to McKinney. Eli will protect with 2 strikes here. Sackett will rock and fire, missed high on a fastball to make it full, 3-2. Center fielder shaded a couple of steps to left field, even though McKinney is a left-handed batter. The 3-2 is high, he walked him. So there's a 1-out base runner, maybe a start for the Warriors. As McKinney draws the base on ball, third one issued by Sackett on the day. 81 game total pitches for him now. That'll bring up in the 3 spot in the order. Number 13, Creek Kite, sophomore, started at third base, now doing the catching, 0 for 2. Couple of ground outs on the day. On the season, Creek Kite came into play, 389. He's in there from the right side. McKinney a lead at first. Creek Kite is swinging a miss on the first offering from Sackett, 0-1. McKinney takes his lead at first. It's a little past a medium lead, I would say. And the pitch. Swing and a miss by Cree. 0-2. See how aggressive head coach Ron Walker is here with 1 out and 1 on. You don't want to get a runner thrown out here trailing 9-0. But the pitch. Cree Kite sends a bouncer to second. Glove shuffled to the shortstop. They'll relay to first and scooped. And Mount Air turns a 4-6-3 double play. McKinney, the second out of the inning. Creek Kite, the third out of the inning on that 4-6-3 double play. Let's get it in the book here. And so he gives up a base runner on the walk, but faces the minimum. Nothing across for the Warriors. 15 pitches. That was in the bottom of the 6th. 15 pitches for Sackett. He's up to, 84 game total. So after 6 are complete, it still remains Mount Air 9, Van Buren County nothing. Top of the 7th coming at you after a 60-second break. Top of the order for Mount Air, Reed, Stogdill, and Sackett. Come on back for the finish of this one. You tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Autumnal Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Summer travel season is here. Are you ready? With Pilot Grove Savings Bank's digital banking tools, you can manage your money anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, and stay connected, whether you're at home or on the road. Stop into any of our 17 locations or give your nearest branch a call and travel with confidence this summer. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Banking made easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Autumnal Radio Group Sports Network.
Once again, we return with you here to the Autumnal Radio broadcast booth from Moravia High School in Moravia, Iowa for the Mohawk Baseball Classic. We're going to the top of the 7th with the score Mount Air Raiders 9, the Van Buren County Warriors nothing. Finnegan Smith went 2 2/3 so far, starting work in his 4th inning with 38 game total pitches. He's going to face the top of the order. Here's Adler Reed, number 1, the junior catcher, 594 for him on the day. I'll get that in a minute. Swings and fouls that one right back at the camera. Might have jumped out of the way if you were watching on the screen. 0-1. The count to Reed on the day. He is 0 for 3. Been hit by a pitch, scored a run, right-handed batter. Bounced in there low and outside from Finnegan Smith, count 1-1. Smith is ready. That pitch outside, ball 2. The 2-1 from Smith swung on and sent out to center. McKinney coming in. And did he make a nice diving catch? I believe no. He was not able to make that catch. Good effort by McKinney. Reed, his first hit of the day, leadoff single. Third hit given up by Finnegan Smith. They'll check him at first. He's back safely. Runner has his lead at first. There he goes. The pitch, low and outside, bounced in there. 1-0 to the second batter in the order, number 13, Hayes Stogdill. Junior shortstop. He's got 3 hits on the day, 3 singles. RBI, 2 runs scored. He's 3 for 4. 5th time up right here. Runner at second in scoring position with nobody out for Mount Air. There he goes to third. Pitches a strike, throw down. The runner is safe. It's 1-1 to the batter, Stogdill. Shortstop at 367. Pitches swung on and popped up just off the infield. Millard back behind second base, and Kinnick will make the catch. Finnegan Smith, good backup of home there. Runner stays at third. Stogdill, the first out of the inning on the pop out to Millard at second. So 1 on and 1 out, now that runner at third. For number 4, who bats third in the order, Rowan Sackett, the senior on the mound. He's having a big day as well. He's 4 for 4. He's got 3 singles and a double, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Takes one low and outside from Finnegan Smith, 1-0. Sackett 441 into play today. That one bounced in there. 2-0. That one low and outside, stopped by Creek Kite right underneath him. Runner stays at third. count 3-0 to Sackett. Drew Graham on deck. That one bounced, I should say, through the infield, out into left. Sackett going to have himself his 5th hit of the day. RBI single. Score Reed from third. It's 10-0 Mount Ayr. So they've tallied a run on 2 hits here to lead it 10-zip. Top of 7. That Sackett RBI single scores 1 to make it 10-0 Mount Ayr. In there now is Drew Graham. It's 1 for 4 on the day. That pitch is a ball. Sackett steals second. 1-0 to the batter, Graham. He's got a single and a run scored. And they call a balk on Smith. So Sackett, the runner at second, going to go to third on that balk. The pitch, grounded foul, third base side. 1-1 to Graham. The pitch, a bouncer to short. Reed Kite has it. Throw to first. It's high, but Kirkhart catches it and comes down on the bag to retire Drew Graham. 6-3 on the putout, but give him an RBI. Drew Graham, as Sackett from third comes around to score second run of the inning on 2 hits. So the Graham ground out scores 1. It's 11-0 Mount Ayr. 2 outs, base is empty. That was the 14th pitch of the inning for Finnegan Smith. He's now going to face Walter. Jackson Walter in the 5 spot. Where's number 2, junior second baseman. Ball 1 from Finnegan Smith to him. On the day, Walter is 1 for 3. The single reached on an error, also drawn a walk. 333 for their second baseman on the season. 2 runs on a couple of hits here in the 7th to up their lead to 11-0. The pitch from Smith. Tapper out in front of the mound. He's off to the left of the mound to field it and throw to Kirkhart. And that will retire the side. Walter's the third out of the inning on the 1-3 putout. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left for Mount Ayr. 16 pitches for Finnegan Smith to get the Warriors through the 7th. 54 game total for him. So we're through 6.5. Score, Mount Ayr 11, Van Buren County nothing. Last ups for the Warriors coming here in the bottom of the 7th. They've got 4, 5, and 6. Millard, Simmons, and Kirkhart, the 3 due up. We'll take a 60-second break. Come on back with us. You tuned into Warrior Baseball. Looks like a new pitcher right here on the Tumble Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the Complexion Company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the Complexion Company in Batavia today.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Well, we're back with you here from the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth, Moravia, Iowa, Moravia High School, the Mohawk Varsity Baseball Classic, where Mount Air leads it. Got some changes for Mount Air. Jackson Walter, the new pitcher. Adler Reed still catching. See if we can set him up. He's number 9 at junior, pitched in 4 games, 3 starts, 2-0 record without a save, 15 2/3 innings pitched, 263 total pitches, 61 official at-bats, a 115 average against him, giving up 7 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned, 14 walks, 1 hit batter, 17 strikeouts, 2.68 ERA for Jackson Walter. First pitch to Millard was ball 1 to the Warrior cleanup man. 0 for 2 on the day. Millard playing second base and grounds that one to third. It's fair and misplayed over there by Graham. Millard going to reach on an E5. So the leadoff man on for Van Buren County. Here in the top of the 7th, trailing at 11-0. Here's number 17, Caden Simmons. He was a catcher. Went to left. Walter, the new pitcher for them, started at second base. Now he's pitching. Simmons swings on that, sends it out to center, where it's caught by Gurley out there. Simmons the first out of the inning on the fly to center. Simmons 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a walk. 1 out and 1 on for the Warriors here in the bottom of the 7th for number 10. 6th spot in the order, Colton Kirkhart, senior first baseman. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. Kirkhart on the year, 256. Simmons was at 114. Millard was at 227. Low and outside from Walter. First offering to Kirkhart. 1-0 to Colton. The pitch. It's a swing and a miss. 1-1 now to Kirkhart. Swing and a miss on the next offering from Walter to Kirkhart. 1-2. Millard at first after reaching on the E5. He's still there. Swung on by Kirkhart, popped up and to the right over us. Out of play. And there's strike 3 to Colton. On the strikeout. Was that looking or swinging? Looking. Backwards K there. Second out of the inning. First strikeout by Walter on 8 pitches. He's got 2 outs. Millard at first after reaching on an air for Keegan Young. Keegan swings on that one, taps it foul behind the plate to the left. 0-1 to Keegan Young. That's in the 7th spot, number 1, senior right fielder. He grounded into a double play and caught looking. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Into today's action, 205. Takes a ball from Walter, 1-1. There's a tapper. Bouncer on a couple of hops to the shortstop. Gloved and thrown over to first. High throw, but out is recorded. Keegan Young, the third out of the inning on a 6-3 putout. And it's a final now at 2:12. The end time of today's second ball game of the tournament, first of the day for each one of these teams. 11-0, Mount Ayr gets the win over the Warriors. 11 pitches for Walter to get Mount Ayr through the seventh, and that is his game total. So for the Warriors there, they get no runs, no hits. There was an error by Mount Ayr. They end up leaving one on base, and Mount Ayr defeats Van Buren County by a score of 11-0, which will take us to the post-game show, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. We will, when we finish the post-game show, we will drop this stream and then pick up a new one for the next game. The Warriors are going to play back-to-back here after they prep the field. We'll be facing Albia in the consolation game of the day. So let's take a 3-minute break to start the post-game show. Then when we come back, we'll probably throw in a couple of breaks, and we'll get to the totals and summaries after this first 3-minute break. Warriors lose to Mount Ayr 11-0. Another game coming up right away, back-to-back. They'll face off against the Albia Blue Demons in about 20 to 30 minutes. But we'll do the post-game show first, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix after this 3-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group, YouTube, Sports Channel.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We'll gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
When you're rolling through the beautiful hills of Van Buren County, make a stop in Dowd's at Dowd's Quick Stop. Open every day. This month, try our pizza flavor of the month, Buffalo Chicken. Grab a large one-topping pizza and 8 wings for just $19. Or try the cheeseburger meal deal. Burger, fries, and a 32-ounce drink for only $11. And don't miss the open-air cooler loaded with wraps, salads, pickle wraps, deviled eggs, and dessert. Dowd's Quick Stop. Good food, great people, right in the heart of scenic Van Buren County.
Refresh your skin and feel your best with a visit to the complexion company Laser and Aesthetics in Batavia, your premier destination for ultimate head-to-toe care. Boost your energy with premium IV hydration drips, experience the skin-smoothing power of microneedling and medical-grade chemical peels, or try their state-of-the-art M-Sculpt Neo and M-Cella treatments for body sculpting and wellness. They also offer expert permanent makeup, lip blushing, and clear skin acne scar treatments. Book your visit with the complexion company in Batavia today.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you here for the post-game show of Warrior Boys Baseball, brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering affordable ready mix concrete to your door or job site. Check them out on Facebook for contact information. it's a final now. Van Buren County Warriors lose to the Mount Air Raiders by a score of 11-0. We've got head coach Ron Walker over here to do a quick interview with us in the post-game show. So we'll get him a headset and get him some volume. Hey, Coach, appreciate the time coming over to talk to us here in between games. Ends up that we're going to turn around and play right away again. So boys are going to have a chance to just flush this one and try to go 1-1 on the day as we're going to face off against the Albia Blue Demons. Let's talk about this game a little bit. Probably not as sharp as you wanted the boys to play coming off that win last night, but it was a fairly late night at the ballpark. Don't know if there was any lag there coming off a late night and an exciting win over Louisa Muscatine 15-14, but just didn't turn out to go our way today. You know, just one hit, so it was hard to get anything going. I'm sure you probably weren't pleased with maybe some of the competitiveness in the at-bats as we've talked about all season long. So I just wanted to get your thoughts there first. Then talk about a few other things. What was this, did I hit it on the head there?
Yeah, you were spot on.
Yeah.
I don't make excuses for our program or our players. Our energy level was just flat terrible. Non-competitive, not getting down the baseline hard when we put balls in play. Nonchalantly going after fly balls.
Those two drops in the outfield I thought kind of really hurt and set the tone kind of for the rest of the day. Those are plays that those guys have been making all year long.
Yeah, it's still 1-0. I mean, and it runs the pitch count up, and again, it was just going after the ball. I can't even say going after it. Kind of trying to let the ball come to you. Kind of mentality is what that was, and that's not acceptable. And I tell the kids, we're not good enough to come out and go through the motions and be in a ball game. We're night and day difference in energy level, and I can't say we had any there. And it was from top to bottom. I told the kids, I said, here's the only great thing. We've been here before a few weeks back at Davis County. Took one on the chin again. Terrible effort game one, and we were able to bounce back game two, bring some energy, and get a W.
Yeah, no, that's a good point that you brought up to them. I think they can maybe draw from that similar experience and then come out and play a better second game today. Let's talk about your pitching today. Hunter Stevens started, went 3 1/3. I didn't really think he pitched that badly. Only issued the one walk, a couple of strikeouts. That's an aggressive hitting lineup, I would say, by Mount Air. They go after it. They got some gaudy averages over there, so it wasn't an easy task for Hunter Stevens. And as a freshman, he's gaining more experience every time he takes the mound. He ends up going 3 1/3 today for you. What did you think of his performance?
Yeah, I thought our pitching was great today. Again, we make some plays behind him. They were around.
Could have made some more plays behind
him.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly. Again, I mean, I think that game's a whole lot closer than a 11-0 ball game if we make plays. Finnegan, I mean, I think he's my player of the game today. It's hard to get somebody on the offensive side of things with just that one hit, but he comes in relief, gets you guys out of trouble in the fourth with 4 pitches, a 6-pitch inning in the fifth, a little bit of more lengthy innings there in the 6th and the 7th, but I think as a freshman, his second time on the mound, I believe, valuable experience for him, and I thought he performed well for you. Yeah, Finn did a great job coming in, living around his zone, pitching contact, and again, came in, stopped the bleeding, and gave us a chance to play 7 innings, which, early on didn't look like we were going to have that chance after, going through the third there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll let you go because we know we got another game to prepare for. We appreciate the time coming over to do a quick interview with us. And it would be longer if we were the end of the day, but we're not. We got more baseball, so I'm going to let you get with the team. I know you got a lineup to fill out, probably some pitching decisions to make on. Talk to your assistant coaches. Let the boys rest up a little bit here in between games. They're prepping the field. AJ and I will complete the pregame show, and then we're going to get right to another game. Albia Blue Demons, our next opponent. So I know that you told the boys, and the same thing as we talked about here, we'll be looking for some more competitive at-bats in that game against Albia and come out of there with a win. Maybe we can end up 1-1 on the day.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Coach. Appreciate you. Thanks for the time in the postgame show. Thanks, Ron. All right, that's head coach Ron Walker stopping by to talk to us in the postgame show after Game 1 today. Mount Air defeats the Warriors by a score of 11-0. We're going to run the rest of our ads that we need to play just a couple of minutes right now. And then when we come back, I'll get you the totals and summaries, and we'll do put the finishing touches on this one. Warriors lose it to Mount Air 11-0. We'll finish the postgame show brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix after this 2-minute
2.5, 2-minute break, and wrap things up. You tuned into Warrior Baseball right here on the Atemo Radio Group YouTube Sports Channel.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hisson, and this is your Van Buren County Community School District Weekly Report. We want to congratulate the class of 2026. We wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors. Always remember, if you need help, support, or guidance of any kind, please reach out to a member of our team. We will gladly do what we can to assist you. We want to thank our staff that are retiring or moving on to new adventures for all that they did for our students. We still have a few openings in our district. Please contact us if you're interested. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets. 2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you here from Atemo Radio broadcast booth, the Moravia Invite from Moravia High School. Warriors lose game 2 of the day, game 1 total for us. Game 1 for Mount Airy, Van Buren County. Game 2 of the tournament. Game 3, Warriors are going to play Albion in the consolation game. 11-zip was the score. Let's get you the totals. Mount Airy, 11 runs on 14 hits, 2 errors. They strand 11. The Warriors, no runs on a hit, 5 errors. They strand 4. Time of the game, just under 2 hours, 1 hour and 59 minutes. Sackett, the winner, goes 6 innings, giving up no runs on a hit, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, and 84 game total pitches. Stevens, the loser, goes 3 1/3, giving up 7 runs. Let's see, he gave up 7 runs on 9 hits, had a walk, 2 strikeouts, 2 wild pitches, a hit batter on 80 game total pitches. Stevens, the loser. Let's get to the scoring summary quickly. Top of the first, a Sackett double scores 1-0 Mount Airy. Top of the third, a Sackett single scored another, 2-0 Mount Airy. A Still fly out with an E9 scored another to make it 3-0 Mount Airy after 2.5. Top of the fourth, a Stogdill single scored 1, 4-0 Mount Airy. A Sackett single scored another, it was 5-0 Mount Airy. A Walter single scored 1, 6-0 Mount Airy. And a Still RBI ground out scored 1 to make it 7-0 Mount Airy after 3.5. Top of the sixth, a Sackett steal of third with an E2 scored 1 to make it 8-0, and a Martin infield hit scored another. It was 9-0 Mount Airy after 5. After 5.5, yes. And the top of the seventh, a Sackett RBI single scored 1 to make it 10-0 Mount Airy, and a Graham groundout completed the scoring to score another. It was 11-0 Mount Airy. That's the way that it ended up here today. The Warrior player of the game today is going to be Finnegan Smith coming in relief. He goes... let's see, 2. He'll go 3 2/3 for Finnegan Smith. He gave up 4 runs on 4 hits, a couple of walks on 54 game total pitches. But good effort by him in relief today. Not really anybody to pick out on the offensive side of things. Caden Simmons had the only hit for the Warrior offense. So player of the game today, Finnegan Smith. And that is brought to you by Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. After today's game, I should mention this is the Warrior postgame show brought to you by Crane Concrete Ready Mix. Mount Ayr improves to 9-3. 1-0 neutral site games. They'll play the championship game against Moravia here after the Warriors face off against Albia. Van Buren County falls to 6-11. 1-1 in neutral site games. They're going to turn right around and play Albia in the consolation game here in 15-20 minutes or so. AJ and I got a lot of stuff to get ready for the next game, so we're going to close this broadcast down right now. We'll stop the stream. We'll pick up another one, so if you're going to watch with us, which we hope you do, pick up a new stream on the Atumo Radio Group YouTube channel. All right, for this broadcast, I'd like to thank all our viewers tuning in on the Atumo Radio Group YouTube sports channel. If you chose to tune in, make this first broadcast of Warrior Baseball, first of 2 on the day, part of your afternoon on June 20th, Saturday, 2026. Big thanks for doing so, and we appreciate it. We couldn't do it without you. I'd like to thank all our sponsors, as I always do in the post-game show. Run through them for you one more time. The Van Buren County Community School District, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, The Complexion Company, Slayton Polaris, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Van Buren County Hospital, Dixon's Mattress Outlet, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Dowd's Quick Stop, Smithburg Automotive, Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive, First Iowa State Bank of Albia. If you are a consumer in the area and need some business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They're a huge part of why the broadcast can be brought to you and viewed on the Atumo Radio Group YouTube sports channel. If you're not currently a sponsor and would like to be, Margie at AtumoRadio.com is who you need to get a hold of. She'd be happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name some advertising, feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, Margie at AtumoRadio.com. Next broadcast going to be on the air once again right here in about 15 or 20 minutes with the next game of the day, Game 3 of the tournament. Game 2 for the Warriors are going to face off against the Albia Blue Demons in the consolation game. That's going to about do it here for the first broadcast. On behalf of my cameraman and on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe, the incomparable one. He needs no introductions. My name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play voice of Van Buren County Warrior Sports. We'll both wish you a very pleasant rest of your Saturday afternoon and say so long to you for just a few moments here from Moravia, Iowa, the Moravia Invite. And final score of the Warriors' first game on the day is 11-0 loss to the Mount Ayr Raiders. We got the consolation game coming up for you in 15 or 20 minutes. Grab a new stream on the Atumo Radio Group YouTube sports channel, and we will talk to you next when that stream picks up. Until then, you've been tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atumo Radio Group YouTube sports channel from Moravia High School, Moravia, Iowa, and the Moravia Invite. We'll talk to you next in about 15 or 20 minutes for the second Warrior game on the day against the Albia.